Hey everybody, welcome. My name is John and I am a mobile apps product manager at Oracle. One thing that I talk to a lot of people about is how challenging it is to move into product management from adjacent roles. Landing that first product manager role is the most challenging. And I'd like to share some stories from my experience that might be valuable to you as you embark on that journey yourself. A little bit of background: before I moved into product management, I was a solution engineer, so I was the person who helped sales reps give product demos to customers. Now, one of the most challenging things that I experienced when I started realizing that I wanted to move into a product management role was that I was afraid that I didn't have the right qualifications. And this was compounded by the fact that I had a conversation with a VP of product management. And I said, hey, what kinds of traits do you look for in a product owner that you're bringing onto your team? And that person said one of two things: an MBA or a computer science background. And I have neither of those. I studied music for both my undergrad and my master's degree. So that was very discouraging to hear that conversation. But I was fortunate enough to talk to a bunch of other people who had mentioned they had had different journeys or are hiring different kinds of folks into their product organizations. So I want to share a few things that happened along my journey that you might be able to implement into yours as well. The first one involves training and certifications. There are so many great resources online to skill up in areas that can help you make job changes inside of your organization. One of the best ones when moving into a product manager role, in my opinion, is the Professional Scrum Product Owner certification from scrum.org. It'll familiarize you with agile frameworks and the kind of language that is often used between product owners and development teams, which will give you a jumpstart in moving into that role and help with the interview process. There might be other skills that you want to strengthen before you make this transition as well, be it Python or data science or JavaScript or UX design, depending on the nature of the role that you're looking to move into. The second thing that I wanted to bring up is something that I experienced was I was considering, should I go externally for a product management role or internally? And throughout my experiences, I realized that it was a lot more helpful to stay internal and find ways to collaborate with product owners, because in external organizations, hiring somebody who has no product management experience, who's an unfamiliar entity, is a pretty high-risk proposal for them. Whereas internally, you can build relationships with folks in the product organization and share with them the great skills and competencies you have that make you a really great candidate to join that organization. And that brings me to another point where the role you are coming from is likely something that has already helped you build skills that will make you a valuable product owner. Maybe those are public speaking skills, technical skills if you have an engineering background, problem-solving skills, customer focus. These are all things that are valuable and transferable that you can bring into a product management role. So a lot of people experience imposter syndrome when they're making this transition, and know that you have already been building product management skills if you have been working outside of product management. The last and probably the most important thing that I can say is find ways to collaborate with the product team in your organization to help make that transition. A couple of years ago, when I was still doing my solution engineering gig, I had the opportunity to help some product management folks do a demo for an analyst for one of our products. And things went really well, and it was a real pleasure to collaborate with those folks. And afterwards, I asked one of the directors in that organization if I could spend some time and get some mentorship. And this was great because she was able to guide me on what kinds of trainings I should focus on, what kinds of stories I should tell in my interview process, and what kinds of roles align with my value system and my skill set. So make sure that you build those connections and have great collaborative experience with those folks, and hopefully that will help you make that transition. Now, I know everybody has had a different story in the way they've made transitions and steps forward in their career. If you have some stories you'd like to share, please leave them in the comments below and feel free to like and subscribe. Thank you.